Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a video for you guys, and I will explain why, what changes have occurred, and what I'm doing now. So if you're new here, welcome. I know I've had some subscribers while I've been gone. Welcome to my channel. I've been doing carnivore and keto for quite some time. Have loved it. It's been successful in a few ways. But anyway, if you are returning, welcome back. You know, I love to have you here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so it's been a couple of months since I've done a video, as you already know. And there's just some things that have come up to where I'm just making some changes. I have loved this community. It's been helpful, it's been educational, but my journey has changed. And this is something that, for health reasons and other personal reasons, some of them I'll share, I will be changing my way of eating. So, as far as carnivore goes, I've been on and off carnivore, strict carnivore, relaxed carnivore for over a year. And I've been more keto in the last few years more than anything, with the exception of, different ways of doing keto. However, I have found that while doing this, whether it's keto, strict carnivore, it's all under the same umbrella. It has not been sustainable for me in several ways. One, I will start with health. So if you're new here, you may not know that I've dealt with chronic pain for many, many years, and I will have videos here about that. I've dealt with back pain, migraines, hip pain, and it has been here and there. It can be overbearing at times, it can be in remission at times, but nonetheless, I still deal with it. Some days are worse than others. Some days they're bearable. But I decided to jump on the carnivore bandwagon for that specific reason, because of my chronic pain. So prior, I was doing keto. When I first started this journey, I had 60 plus pounds to lose that I had gained. I believe it was due to perimenopause. I was dealing with a lot of female issues, and the weight came on so fast. It seemed like it was overnight. Everything I was eating was just coming on quickly. And it could have been because of, going through my changes of life. I'll be 50 here in a couple of months, in November, actually, so in about 6 weeks. So, this took place when I was 46, I believe, that I started noticing I was eating the same and the weight was just staying on. I was retaining, becoming swollen. It was an awful time because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I was sick, if it was perimenopause. I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, I decided, in doing some research, the first person I saw was Dr. Berg. I started doing keto following his channel. He's got amazing information on his channel. If you haven't started out, or if you need to start, I suggest, looking at his channel to see what you think, and I will link his information down below. But that really helped. I started with keto, then I started doing intermittent fasting, and long story short, within a year's time, I lost 60 plus pounds. And I say 60 plus because it was like 62 pounds, but I had gained the 60 pounds during that time frame. So once I lost all that weight, I decided to just go back to my way of eating. I had gained back like 10 pounds, but again, I wasn't sticking to a healthy diet. I was eating processed foods again. I was just going back to my old ways, and the 10 pounds stuck on, and I didn't like the bloating feeling. All my pain was just getting worse. So I needed to figure something out. But along the way of keto, I had looked into carnivore, and that's when I decided to take the plunge. So in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it is easier as far as what to eat on carnivore. What wasn't easy for me was the part I was experiencing was the swelling. I was going through having some headaches, feeling super weak, a lot of major side effects, which you will go through at the beginning of keto and carnivore. Your body's just trying to get rid of all that water, all the carbs, all the junk. I mean, your body is going through a stressful moment. And once it adjusts, you'll feel so much better. But that's something that, you would probably have to look into. And everybody's different. Everybody may experience it. Some people do not. Some people will experience hair loss. Some people don't. So everybody's side effects will be different. But I experienced, it seemed like all of them. Hair loss, super just tired. My pain seemed like it was getting worse. And this was at the beginning. So and this was at the beginning of carnivore. So I thought, yuck, I don't like this feeling. I work at here from home, 8 to 5. It was very hard for me. And I just didn't like the feeling. For my job, I need to be focused. I need to be, it's very tedious, meticulous, just information that I need to be working with, and I just couldn't focus. So I got a lot of feedback, did a lot more research on electrolytes, fats, just you name it. And along the way, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm not a mathematician here. I don't know anything about sodium and this and that and all these different vitamins and minerals and things that I should be consuming so I won't be feeling that way, which was sluggish and just worn out. And I felt it was more work doing carnivore than keto because of what I was feeling. And I don't know if anybody else experiences that. I don't know, but I know for me. And I hear at the beginning it's harder, then your body gets acclimated to it. I felt like I wasn't getting acclimated. I felt periods where I felt okay for a couple of weeks, and then I would go right back. The worst thing was cramping. I would get so many cramps at night. My feet, my calves, my hands would cramp. And sleeping, I would just wake up wide-eyed at night. And that's something that's not for me. I need my sleep. And then I heard that it's because your sugars drop, your cortisol raises, so that'll wake you up. Well, I never dealt with that before. I never dealt with my sugar issues. I didn't have diabetic issues. I didn't have high blood pressure. I never dealt with that. So dealing with that while eating this way, I didn't care for that. But I kept at it. I kept at it for a year. So in a year's time, I didn't see any difference. As far as weight loss goes, I didn't have a lot of weight to lose, or really any, with the exception of that 10 pounds that I had gained when I got off keto the first time. But even when I lost that, my pain would still come and go. My migraines would come and go. I would go through periods of not having the migraines, then they would come back. It was just very inconsistent. So I guess what I'm saying is it didn't take it away. The pain, it didn't take it away. And migraines, it didn't take it away. My cramping didn't stop. It wasn't worth what I was feeling, wasn't worth I guess depriving myself. And I use the word depriving, but I should really use the fact that it wasn't sustainable to me. I gave up vegetables, I gave up fruit, I gave up just, time with family and friends, with excluding a lot of things. I just felt like I'm cutting so many foods out and I'm still feeling the same. And I'm taking, you know, how I was feeling before, as far as, the cramping and all that. I'm getting that now, which I didn't have before. What's the payoff? I didn't have bad blood work. I didn't have, like I said, diabetes, high blood. I never had or dealt with cholesterol issues before. So what was the trade-off? And that's what I kept telling myself, and I'm not bashing in any way this way of eating, carnivore way of eating. I'm not doing that at all because it is successful for so many people. So many people have lost tons of weight. It has helped their diabetes. It has. But what I've learned is that it's not for everyone. A certain way of eating is not for everyone. I'm sorry, I'm looking out because I'm in front of my windows here and it's just pouring rain. And that's what this video is about. I am not on this path anymore of carnivore. Sometimes I do keto, on and off, depending on how I'm feeling or if I need a reset, but it is not something I'm on consistently. I have incorporated other foods back into my diet. Healthy way of eating that I consider healthy to, everyone else, it might be something different. But for me, I feel like I have to do something that is sustainable. And that way of eating was not because of what I was going through. If I hadn't, been going through all the cramping and, having to buy electrolytes and having to do this and that, I probably would have just stayed on it. But since it didn't make my chronic pain any better, what was the point? So I feel just as good, if not even better, because I'm not going through the cramping anymore. And I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Keto, in my opinion, was more successful to me or for me when I started and I lost all that weight. I felt great, but I don't think carnivore is for me. I think it's depriving my body of too many nutrients and minerals and things like that to where I felt it was affecting me more in a negative way. I do eat, like I said, carbs. They are more on the healthy side. Processed foods are here and there. They are not nowhere near what I was eating in the past. And obviously, I do have to change my way of eating because now I am older. It's not like in my early 40s where I could eat what I want and be still okay. It's not like that at all. Again, we have to change our eating habits as we get older just because our body is no longer the same. We don't always digest food the same. Our bodies are just changing constantly as we age. So I think with me, perimenopause played a huge role. And if you want me to do a video on that for, us women, let me know in the comments. I would love to share everything I experienced when it first started, how it started, and what I was noticing. I'd love to share it, and just let me know in the comments. But I will lose a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys subscribe to my channel because of carnivore, and I get it, I understand it, but I still want to help, whether it's eating over 40, eating over 50, how I sustain my health, even though I'm not doing carnivore, I would still love to share what I eat in a day, my grocery hauls. Again, I just need to know in the comments if this is something you would still like me to do, what type of videos you would like to see, because I still want to put out content. I haven't put out content because I wanted to be transparent. It is very hard to come on here. It's not like I have a huge following, but it's very hard to come on here and let you know about what changes I've made, because I know I'm going to lose a lot of you guys. And again, it's totally understandable. I get it. You got to do what works for you. You've got your own path, and I get it. And I have my own path that I have to do and what works for me. So I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing me out if you're still with me. And if this is still a journey for you, if this is still a channel that you would like to still follow based on health, sharing what I eat, in a healthier fashion, stick around because I still will. If nobody wants to see anything in this way of eating, then obviously I won't make content for you guys because it's not going to succeed on this channel. So again, just let me know. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, if this channel is for you, over 40, healthy eating, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'll see you in the next one.